Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Maxim Frank, and this is my Major Pokemon League Season 4 season recap. So, in this video, I am just going to go over how Season 4 went and stuff like that. And I am using the right mic this time. This is my second time doing this video. It's the first time I was using the wrong mic, apparently. And I found out, and like right after I finished making the video, I was like, shit, that's the wrong mic. Or like right as soon as I started playing with the audio, was gonna put in songs and stuff, I realized it was the wrong, I had the wrong mic on, and I was like, oh, well, that audio is just like terrible, so I can't use it. This audio will be a little better. My fan's on because it's hot as balls. Makes the audio quality slightly worse, I think, but like it's super hot if I don't have my fan on, so we're just gonna keep the fan on. Anyways, so Season 4 of the MPL. So I was the commissioner pretty much. Didn't really start off that way, but the other admins kind of fell apart, or kind of disappeared. So I kind of took over that role. The whole season didn't go ideally, just in terms of really holding the league together. And I mean, I was able to hold it together, but in terms of going as planned, didn't do that. We had to get like 6 replacement coaches. I think 6 is the number. I think it was 6, something like that. So that was less than ideal, nonetheless. But we did it. We had some new coaches come in. We had like Greg, we had Tone, we had I can't think of anyone else. We had Carson came in. We had Melon, 2 more. I don't want to look at the Discord. Let's see, we had we had some other guys. We had I already said Tone, didn't I? We had a bunch of cool guys come in. I don't need to say all their names. Right, Keegan came in, I think, yeah. And Lynx, he was a starting coach, so it was Brendan and other cool guys. They'll be coming back. Well, at least those 2 will be. I'll say the roster of coaches for next season later in this video. But my season as coach of Baltimore Braviaries in Season 4, a little less than ideal, I guess, just because I wanted to win the Pokeball. That was my goal. That was the dream. I had the dream team. Kind of. Not really. It's a pretty good team. I think my favorite team that I've ever used in League format was from Season 3. Manaphy, Infernape, Nidoqueen, Nidoqueen, Raikou. A bunch of fun mons. A bunch of good mons. I really like that team. But this season was pretty good. I'll just read it off because if you did not know it. I had Mew, Sylveon, Lucario, Superior, Orlando Eyes, Scolipede, Snorlax, Bronzong, Blaziken, Stunfisk, and Kingdra. So some fun mons, some cool mons. I didn't draft all of them. I had some other mons like Gigalith, Talonflame, Tentacle, and Crawdon. They're all on my roster earlier in the season. I drafted those 4, then ended up either trading or dropping them. And I picked up those other mons. So, I'm not going to really go through all the mons, I guess, but I'll talk about some. Mew, I absolutely loved. I fell in love with Mew. Mew's awesome, especially as a Z move user. As a Z, yeah, yes, that's the right term. Z crystal holder. Whatever term you wanna coin it there. But I think, going into my round 2 game of the playoffs for Turbo, every game I brought a Z crystal on Mew, I won. Except for that game, because I brought Psychium Z, or no, I brought a Z move on Mew that game. I think no, it was a Mew and Z in that game, and I lost. But every other game I brought a Z move on Mew, I won, and it was cool. But let me actually go. Let me talk about how the season went, because I haven't done that yet, I guess. But we went 7-5 overall in the regular season, which is pretty good, not great. I mean, especially considering the last 2 seasons, I went 9-3 in each of them. So 7-5 is a bit of a step downwards, but the coaches were, of a higher level of play. Kind of mix up those words. But yeah, they were higher this season. So we went 7-5, 2 of those losses to Ashton, but I beat him in round 1 of the playoffs, so it was a hype upset victory there. We did have a slow start to the season. We went 1-4 to start things off, a little less than ideal, but I was able to bounce back after that, and I was able to fight my way up to 7-5, winning 6 of my last 7 games, which was pretty dope. Mini dab. So yeah, then round 2 of the playoffs, we played Turbo, a guy who I beat 1 time in the regular season. Only played him once. Then I lost to in the playoffs. It was just a difficult matchup, and it was especially difficult because he kind of saw how I needed to build for that game and how I beat him in that first game, and he really fixed his team well and was able to properly change the things he needed to be able to win, because it was a tough matchup for me. Not impossible. I guess it's in a... Yeah, I would say the matchup was slightly in his favor. But it was just a little tricky for me. And with him already kind of being able to counter my sort of main... Or at least with what he brought. Being able to sort of counter my main sort of way I had to build that game. It was difficult for me. But Turbo, he prepped well and played well. The hacks didn't help, but, you know, I probably would have lost either way. So it is what it is. Then Turbo went on to the finals to play Regulator, and my man Regulator, he won. So Greg is now the Pokeball champion, dude. He has the login to the MPL Twitter now, because he asked for that, and I was like, sure, buddy, because he won. So Greg's the new champion instead of Dan, but Dan actually is coming back for Season 5, so that's kind of cool. I wish he would have told me instead of just posting a Twitter poll and assuming that I knew right from that. But whatever, he's in Season 5, so that's a thing. Greg's coming back too. You know, Greg's gonna hopefully maybe keep that title, or maybe he'll give it to Dan. I don't know. Maybe I will get it, except I won't know, because I'm actually not coming back as the coach for Season 5. I will still help as the you know, leader of the league, as the admin, as the commissioner, whatever fun term you want to use, probably commissioner. So I'll still be, you know, in the league, helping out, being my commish self. But I'm just not going to be a coach this season. Might come back for Season 6 if that's a thing. But, you know, we'll see how that goes. But I'll just read off the roster of what coaches we have for Season 5. It's a pretty hype list. You know, we got some cool guys. So we have, I think, 8 coming back. So we got Brendan, Greg, Tone, Lynx, Keegan, Carson, Rogue, and Turbo. It's 8. 8 coming back. Then we also have Verd, who was in Season 4, but he had to drop kind of early in the season. But he's coming back. He's told me that he can, you know, confidently come back and you know, do his job as a coach and you know, play in the season. So I was like, you know what, Verd, I'm gonna give you a second chance here, buddy. You can come back. Also, Verd's just a really cool guy. He's got a nice accent, nice beard, and he's a good player. So Verd's coming back. That's 9. Then we got Deebs, my boy. He's cool. Brendan showed me the way to Deebs, and Deebs seems pretty dope. And we got Onesie Baynet. He was an analyst last season for a video or two. Not too long though, just because he was busy with university. But now he's done with that. So he's told me, you know, he can play, he can do his games and stuff. So I've put him back in the league. Or yeah, I guess put him back. But now he's a coach. That's cool. And in the 12th spot we have Dan Donachie. I don't get how it's Donachie. That still doesn't make any sense to me, because his name's Dan. Then those 3 letters are spelled the same way in his YouTube name, but then it changes to Don. I don't get it. Whatever. Dan's here though, so that's cool. That's a thing. Yeah, those are the 12 coaches, and the other coaches aren't coming back, which is understandable. I'm not coming back as a coach. And then I think I have a couple coaches lined up as backups just in case if we need them. But Season 5 should be pretty hype, honestly. I didn't talk too much about my Season 4 team. We had fun mods. Mew was cool, as I said. Lucario was nice. Didn't bring in as much as I thought it would. Didn't quite dick people. Or didn't, yeah, I guess, do as much dicking with it as I thought. And fuck people too much. But it was still a cool mod, for sure. We got 13 kills, so it did lead my team in kills, which was pretty dope. Lando I was cool. Sandforce. Not Sheer Force, because that was banned, which makes sense. But Sandforce, I just didn't get to bring as much as I thought it would, because, you know, I have a lot of threats in my team. So it was tough to bring it too much. I really like Sylveon. Good support mod. Good Wish stuff. Superior is good. Sylveon came to all my wins, as did Mew, and Superior came to 6 of them. And the rest of my mods are pretty cool. Bronzong was a nice rocker. Snorlax is fat. Kingdra, once I found my niche with it, I was able to use it pretty well. And it was huge in that playoff game versus Ashton. Sunfisk, nice meme. Wish I got Volt Switch. Still a good mod. Blaziken's fun. It's a chicken lord. Brick Break was able to check. Or yeah, my Scarf. Yeah, Scarf Blaziken. I was able to check the Latias that Ashton had, because I had Brick Break and he had dual screens. It was fun. The rest of my mods that I had earlier in the season, I dropped them for reasons. I didn't use my boy Gigalith, but he seemed cool. And Scolipede is also really fun. I like the speed boost. That's a fun ability. I think it's one of, if not the best ability in the game. That was just kind of a brief rundown of my team. I love Mew, especially as a Zmon. It's so fun. It's so cool. Mew's fun. Anyways, that's kind of what my team was, how I thought of it. Or, yeah, I guess that's the words I meant. But yeah, fun team. Not my favorite team. I think Season 3, I love that team. So much fun. But let me talk about the future now of league content on this channel. So for Season 5, there will be no MPL content, at least not in terms of like battles. I might do some sort of analyst type videos on this channel. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. The NPL, the National Pokeball League, I will be in the majors for Season 7. We have done the draft by the time I am making this video. Not sure when this will go up. Probably like, I don't know, maybe Saturday. You guys will know. I don't know yet. Yeah, you guys will see the date that it's up, so not a big deal. But yeah, the NPL come back for Season 7 there. I was in the majors last season. I did not get to draft my own team. I filled in for Gator after he played one game, I think. Yeah, he played one game. I filled in for him. Didn't do great, but I didn't have my own draft, so I'm just going to use that as my excuse. Yup. But we're coming back. I drafted. I have a pretty cool team. I'll probably make a draft analysis type of video, or some sort of hype up video for Season 7. Might do both, might do one of them. I don't know, we'll see how that goes. But I don't think we are supposed to show our drafts yet, so I don't think we're allowed to do draft analyses yet. But whatever. The PCL sort of died. Unlucky. I mean, it does not help when the leader of the league kind of leaves the community. Doesn't really tell us. That doesn't help usually, but we're still gonna have like a playoff sort of thing. I think we're just gonna have like all the teams that are in the league still, or all the people that wanna play. We're gonna have like a tournament sort of thing with all of them. Might do double elimination. That'll be a lot of Pokemon though, so maybe single. We'll see how that goes. I might upload that. I might upload it as like a medley, or like a montage kind of thing, or like a highlights kind of fun thing. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I'm doing a lot of hand gestures. The NPO though will be cool. The draft happened. Week 1 will go up like second week of July or something. Or no, that's when it's due. I think we're doing the delayed upload, so it'll go up like the 3rd week of July, I guess. Not sure what the date is, but we'll have that figured out. Anyways, get hyped for the NPL. Major PL Season 5 still gonna be fun. You can check out all those fun coaches I mentioned. I might link some, maybe all of them if I'm not lazy. Like, that's a lot of effort. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.